with caution.
400 subscribers. Man. It's been a long journey. You know, and I'm grateful for every single one of you that wants to support my content. You know, OpenRA is a very, very small game, small community, but over the time span of 2 years, I believe, like, we've been growing quite nicely, I have to say. Like I said, I'm really grateful for each and every single one of you guys that watch my videos, especially the people that like and comment, because that helps grow my channel. Like, it's because of you guys that random people will see my videos on their feeds or their recommended section, and they'll come to check it out, and you know, they'll eventually subscribe and stuff like that as well. And you know, I own a lot to you guys, because you know, at some points in time, YouTube is at some point, like, YouTube is sometimes a lot more fun to do than streaming. And the reason for that is, in YouTube I can really use my creativity. Like, editing videos sometimes is really, really fun. And I'm not just talking about like taking point A to point B in my stream, you know, and then cutting it and then rendering that and making a video out of it. No. I'm actually meaning like custom videos that I have made so far. Like, for example, Waging Wars was showcased on my stream, obviously, but it was really fun to make that thumbnail, for example, for YouTube. I thought it was, you know, I had the idea in mind with using like a poker table, and you see like little Nod soldiers with their poker chips sitting all around the table, betting on, you know, a table with the OpenRA logo in the middle. Stuff like that is really something that I love doing, and I'm really happy that you guys appreciate that content as well. It's been great, it's been amazing, and like I said, I have so much to thank for because of OpenRA, because of you guys. You guys kept me going, all these nice words and comments that you guys gave me over my casting, and my casting has improved a lot. I remember, just for fun, you should go look back at the first video I made with casting, and it was so innocent. It was just like, it's like someone picked, like, imagine the OpenRA community just went on a walk in the street and be like, hey, you random guy that knows nothing about Command and Conquer, do you want to cast a game? And the guy was like, oh, sure, you know. And that's pretty much how Caution was born. It was actually like, I talked about it, like, it seemed like a fun idea to do. And then Bane was like, hey, yo, if you want to do this, like, we actually need a caster, because this was during the time that Five Aces was slowly making less and less content, because his child was recently born and he didn't have enough time to do so. And, you know, it seemed like a really fun idea to just try out, and I just sticked with it, because after a while, people enjoyed it, and I'm really grateful for that, because eventually that made me make the decision to go into Street Fighter as well. Obviously, like you guys know, Street Fighter is a game that I really love, and I've spent so many years of playing and studying before I joined OpenRA, and I still enjoy it to this day. It's been a great passion for me. And then I was like, you know, actually I've been doing so well at commentating OpenRA, maybe it would be a good idea to try with Street Fighter as well. It could benefit in both ways. It could eventually make me draw in people from that community into OpenRA. It would improve my commentating skills that I could put to use in OpenRA as well. And at the same time, you know, I get to combine two of my most favorite genres. Like, I'm a big sucker for RTS games, and I'm a big sucker for fighting games as well. Those two have a lot more in common than most people think. And yeah, I went for it like 5 months ago, I think. I just approached some random guy that I never spoke to before. He was a tournament organizer. He does work for Capcom and Bandai Namco, and etc. And I was like, hey, I want to do commentating for your tournaments. You know, I had 2 years of OpenRA casting under my belt. So, you know, if you need me, you want to give me a chance, let me know. And he gave me that chance. And afterwards, like, I think I casted during his tournament like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and I met so many awesome people, and those awesome people gave me a lot of other different opportunities to go work for other tournaments, and that eventually led to me being actually paid for a Capcom World Warrior event. Actually, I think I did 3 or 4 World Warrior events already, all being paid. And you know, that's just, I'm really grateful. It's super fun. It's been really amazing, starting from, you know, doing OpenRA for fun, and it actually turning into, you know, paid events, something that people actually want to watch and want to give money for, is amazing. And pretty much the goal for me is, I would love to do what I'm still doing. Like I'm still want to make myself be known in the Street Fighter community, or just the fighting game community in general. And then because of that popularity, like obviously I'm gonna keep doing OpenRA content as well. Like every single time there's an RGL season, people are looking forward to my highlights, and those are just really incredible to cast, because, you know, RGL is most likely the most hype period for OpenRA. We've got a couple of tournaments here and there. We got the Cautious Cups, we got the Dark Tournaments, most likely. Those are pretty much the 2 tournaments that we're seeing come back time and time again for most of the time, those 2. And besides that, we have RGL. So I'm gonna keep doing that so we can draw in more people to play OpenRA. And then hopefully my actual goal is to get sponsored for a commentating event. Like someone calling out to me and be like, hey man, we've got this gig going on in Italy. We need a commentator for it. I've been recommended to approach you. We're gonna pay for your plane tickets and hotel, for example. Would you want to come over and commentate? Bro, sign me up. How awesome would it be to actually travel to parts of the world just by using my voice for commentating? I would love to do that. And like I said, it's all because of you guys. You know, you guys kept me motivated, especially during darker times. I had darker times. I'm still recovering from dark times. Since March this year, I was actually battling depression and / like a burnout. It's hard to actually put like a label onto it. It's a little bit of both. But you know, being able to come back to OpenRA, on whether it be on stream, on Twitch, or on YouTube, there's always this one guy in particular. Like there's always someone that comes out with a nice comment, you know, that I make their day with casting these matches. And you know, that keeps me going. That keeps me motivated to make new series, try to come up with new stuff for OpenRA, because there's not a lot of options that we have to make OpenRA interesting. You know, like it's based on a game from 1995. There's not much you can do about it. But then me coming up with Wager Wars, for example, is I thought that was really original, and it's a cool concept, and people immediately loved it. And that's what I'm trying to achieve for OpenRA, and I hope I can do that in the future. And I've done so much with OpenRA, like in a span of 2 years. We've been doing tournament organizing, we've been casting. I co-cast with 5 Aces once. I met so many amazing people within the community that I hang out with now on a regular basis, outside of streaming or outside of playing OpenRA. And we got to be community manager for a period of time, though unfortunately that didn't work out in the best way. But you know, we got to experience it, and it was amazing. And probably I would probably do community manager again if they would ask me to do so. I'm not going to approach it myself because, you know, I don't really feel the urge to be crawling back. And you know, I want it to be like a mutual agreement where both parties can have what they want. So yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much. Like I said, it's especially because of all of you that I've been doing what I'm doing right now, and I've been able to grow so much. And I want to give you guys a huge shout out for that. Like, we've reached 400 people that are loving my content, and you know, would love to see more. So if you can just recommend it to your grandma or grandpa, or even your aunt or your uncle, and be like, hey, this guy deserves it, go give him a like and a sub. You know, I would appreciate that. But the most thing I appreciate is you guys just watching and showing that you love the content that I make. It keeps me going, and I will do my best in the future to make more exciting casts and content for you guys. Obviously, we're going to see some more Street Fighter and OpenRA combined. My goal is usually to make like at least 1 or 2 OpenRA videos and 1 or 2 Street Fighter videos a week, but expect at least 1 of each every week for sure, because I'm working a little bit more right now, and you know, it's hard to combine with streaming as well. But regardless of that matter, 1 of each is what I'm aiming for, at least minimum each week. But hell yeah. Anyways, this is turning into a rant. I get distracted easily, but like I said, thank you guys so much for everything that you've done for me, and I hope I can repay the favor with giving you guys amazing content. And as usual, stay cautious.